Do you have a father, grandfather, or partner who's getting older? Then it might be time to talk about the prostate. That small but essential gland in men that tends to grow with age and can lead to uncomfortable or even disruptive urinary symptoms. Prostate issues are incredibly common, especially as men reach their 50s and beyond. But the good news is, many of these issues are manageable. In fact, through simple lifestyle changes, including the right diet and the use of natural remedies, men can better support their prostate health and even reduce the risk of complications. So today, let's explore the foods that support prostate health, the ones that may aggravate it, and some natural, plant-based remedies that have shown potential in easing symptoms of prostate enlargement. Let's start with the basics. The prostate is a small gland that's part of the male reproductive system. It sits just below the bladder and wraps around the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. At its normal size, it's about as big as a chestnut. Despite its size, it plays a crucial role. The prostate produces a fluid that mixes with sperm to create semen. This fluid helps nourish and transport sperm during ejaculation, which makes the prostate essential for fertility and reproduction. As men age, the prostate tends to grow a condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. The word benign means it's non-cancerous, while hyperplasia refers to the overgrowth of normal cells. BPH doesn't mean you have cancer, but it can still cause frustrating symptoms. In fact, up to 50% of men over age 50 and up to 90% over age 80 are estimated to have some degree of prostate enlargement. Genetics, hormones, and even lifestyle habits may all play a role. Because the prostate surrounds part of the urethra, an enlarged prostate can squeeze or partially block the flow of urine. Early signs often include frequent urination, especially at night, a weak urine stream, or a feeling that the bladder isn't fully empty. Some men may even have trouble starting urination or experience sudden, urgent urges to go, which can be uncomfortable, embarrassing, and disruptive to sleep or daily routines. Left unmanaged, BPH can potentially lead to complications like bladder stones, urinary tract infections, or even kidney damage due to backflow of urine. Although BPH isn't cancer, it can still significantly affect a man's quality of life. That's why early awareness and healthy habits, especially in diet, can make a big difference. Now, many people rush to medications once symptoms start, but the truth is, nutrition plays a powerful role. What you eat can influence inflammation levels, hormone balance, and even cell growth, all of which matter when it comes to prostate health. In fact, studies have shown that certain nutrients and antioxidants can help slow the progression of prostate enlargement, while others may worsen symptoms if consumed in excess. Let's begin with the best foods for prostate health. First up, lycopene-rich foods. Lycopene is a natural antioxidant that helps neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that contribute to cell damage, inflammation, and accelerated aging. You'll find lycopene in red-colored fruits and vegetables, most notably tomatoes, watermelon, red bell peppers, and pink grapefruit. Interestingly, cooking tomatoes actually increases the availability of lycopene. So tomato-based dishes like spaghetti sauce, tomato soup, or stews with stewed tomatoes can be especially beneficial. Next are foods high in zinc, a mineral that plays a major role in hormone regulation and immune function. Several studies have linked low zinc levels to poor prostate health and even greater enlargement in some men. Great sources of zinc include pumpkin seeds, peanuts, eggs, beef, and shellfish like oysters. If you're watching your cholesterol, go for lean meats and use nuts and seeds as healthy snack options or salad toppings. Third on the list are omega-3 fatty acids. These are healthy fats known for their powerful anti-inflammatory effects. And since inflammation is one of the factors that can aggravate BPH, including more omega-3 south in the diet is a smart choice. You can get omega-3 south from fatty fish like salmon, sardines, tuna, and mackerel. For vegetarians or those who don't like fish, try chia seeds, flax seeds, or walnuts, which you can add to smoothies, oatmeal, or even sprinkle over breakfast bowls. Fourth is fiber, often underrated, but incredibly important. A high-fiber diet helps with overall hormone balance and digestion, and it's been shown to reduce circulating estrogen levels in men, important because excess estrogen may contribute to prostate enlargement. Fiber also helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol, which are both linked to hormonal shifts. Fill your plate with leafy greens like spinach, kale, and moringa oleifera, plus fruits like apples, pears, bananas, and berries. Don't forget your whole grains like brown rice, barley, and oats. Also crucial but often overlooked is proper hydration. Drinking enough water each day supports urinary flow and helps flush out waste products. It's best to stay hydrated throughout the day and reduce fluid intake close to bedtime to avoid frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. Now, let's look at foods to avoid or limit, especially for men already experiencing symptoms of BPH. First, red meat and processed meats. Excessive consumption of beef, bacon, sausages, and canned meats has been associated with increased inflammation and a higher risk of prostate issues. These foods are high in saturated fat and chemical preservatives, which may worsen hormonal imbalances. Aim to reduce intake and, when possible, choose grilled or baked lean meats instead. Second, too much salt and sugar. High sodium levels can contribute to fluid retention and increase blood pressure, both of which can put extra strain on the urinary system. Sugar, especially from sweetened beverages and processed snacks, can lead to insulin resistance, a condition tied to both obesity and hormonal disruption. Instead, reach for natural sugars from fruit and cut down on fast food, soft drinks, and instant meals. Third, caffeine and alcohol. While fine in moderation, both act as diuretics, meaning they increase urine output and may irritate the bladder lining. This can worsen frequency, urgency, and nighttime urination. Try switching to herbal teas and avoiding alcohol and coffee in the evening. And lastly, limit foods high in trans fats and those that are deep fried. Think donuts, fast food, or deep fried chicken. These types of fats can negatively affect hormone metabolism and increase inflammation not just in the prostate, but across the entire body. Now let's move on to something closer to nature: herbal remedies. In the Philippines and other tropical regions, several traditional plants are being studied for their potential benefits in supporting prostate health. These aren't miracle cures, but when used properly and with medical guidance, they may help manage symptoms naturally. One of the most well-known is Java tea orthosiphon aristatus, also called cat's whiskers. This plant is known for its diuretic effect, helping the body eliminate excess fluids, which may relieve symptoms like incomplete urination or frequent urination. It's commonly prepared as tea from dried leaves. Another plant is Queen's crepe myrtle Lagerstroemia speciosa, more popularly known as banaba. While often used for managing blood sugar, it also has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds that may support hormone balance and prostate function. It's available in tea or capsule form. Then there's five-leaved chase tree Vitex negundo, known as Lagundi. It's widely used for respiratory relief, but also contains anti-inflammatory agents that may provide mild support for prostate discomfort and urinary health. King of bitters Andrographis paniculata, commonly called serpentina, is rich in bioactive compounds that support immune health and reduce inflammation. Though its bitter taste is intense, it's gaining popularity in various parts of Asia for its role in supporting prostate care. Lastly, Rangoon creeper Quiscalicidica, traditionally used as an anthelmintic or deworming agent, is now being studied for its potential antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects, which may have broader applications in urinary tract support. However, while these plants are promising, they should be used only as complementary care, not as replacements for medical consultation or prescribed treatments. Always choose products approved by regulatory bodies like FDA, and avoid buying herbal supplements from unverified sources online. What's the bottom line? Prostate enlargement may be a normal part of aging, but that doesn't mean men are powerless against it. By eating the right foods, avoiding known dietary triggers, and considering safe, evidence-informed natural remedies, men can support their prostate health in a meaningful way, and possibly avoid more invasive treatments in the future. If you or someone you care about is experiencing symptoms of BPH, don't ignore them. The earlier you act, the more manageable the condition becomes.